The first vote for Miami's Ketanji Brown Jackson ends up deadlocked.
Not one senator on this committee has questioned that she is well qualified.
What that means for her Supreme Court nomination moving forward. Billboard's making an appeal from the mayor of New York City to the LGBTQ+ community. And the Boy Scout motto is to be prepared.
We didn't count on a 26-hour drive home.
One troop put it to the test after being stranded in Miami by a canceled flight. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Zitlali Solache.
And I'm Paloma Pimentel. Today is April 5th, 2022.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Miami Supreme Court nominee is moving forward despite a deadlocked vote in the Senate Judiciary Committee. All of the Senate Democrats and 3 moderate Republicans voted to advance debate to the floor.
It all came after the Senate Judiciary Committee vote ended 11-11 along party lines. Republicans who voted to advance the nomination are Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, and Mitt Romney. After a full Senate vote later this week, Ketanji Brown Jackson is expected to become the first Black woman to serve on the Supreme Court.
Today is the second day of jury selection for Parkland shooter Nicolas Cruz. Yesterday, the judge told potential jurors that knowledge of the case does not disqualify you. Cruz pleaded guilty in October. If selected, they will be tasked with deciding if Cruz will face the death penalty. The jurors would have to agree unanimously.
An American man held back by Russian forces returns home after 2 weeks. At a passport check, Tyler Jacob was detained in a Russian prison for more than a week after trying to leave Ukraine with his family. Jacob moved to Ukraine last year to become an English teacher and to be with his wife and daughter. He is now focused on getting them back to the U.S. safely to start their new life here in Florida.
The CDC is under scrutiny while a $10 billion COVID-19 relief bill advances. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will review how they will communicate with the public and how they are organized. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky says, "The news comes the same day as bipartisan $10 billion relief bill is being negotiated in Congress. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he wants a vote on the bill this week, but the White House would like more money in the bill."
New York City is openly opposing Florida's Don't Say Gay bill through a new billboard campaign. New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced that billboards have been placed in 5 Florida cities, including Fort Lauderdale, to publicly denounce the bill and stand up for the LGBTQ community. This campaign, completely funded by donations, encourages Floridians to come to New York City and be open with their lifestyles.
College basketball crowns its national champion.
That's still ahead, and so is the story.
You have to be able to count on your airline. They have one job, to get you to and from safely.
After an adventure in South Florida, a troop of Boy Scouts has to get home, and flying is not an option. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
A group of Boy Scouts who visited South Florida facing a long way home, much longer than they bargained for. Like hundreds of others in Miami, their flight was canceled this weekend.
And as David Schumann from WCCO reports, that's when they cashed in their plane tickets and started driving.
Boy Scout Troop 248 was near Chicago when we spoke to them Sunday. They were driving 3 rental vans back to West St. Paul from Miami.
You have to be able to count on your airline. They have one job, to get you to and from safely.
Their Sun Country flight Saturday was canceled hours before takeoff with no rebooking options for days. They say the airline could only give a refund.
We didn't count on a 26-hour drive home. We weren't prepared for that.
Thunderstorms in Florida are being blamed for hundreds of flight cancellations across the nation this weekend and even more delays.
As much of a headache as it is to have a flight delayed or canceled, there are things you can do to make your life easier if it does happen.
So the best thing you can do is just keep opening up your reservation, keep opening that app, check on it, and as soon as you see something go awry, start doing what you need to do to deal with that.
Travel experts also advise being first to the gate agent's desk, calling international customer service lines for faster service, and remembering honey catches more flies than vinegar. As for the Scouts, the cross-country drive didn't manage to ruin their week-long trip adventuring through Florida.
Scouts have been great about it. They've been really patient. They're making the most of it.
That was reporter David Schumann from WCCO. According to flight tracking website FlightAware, more than 3,500 U.S. flights were canceled over the weekend.
The Kansas Jayhawks are the 2022 NCAA men's basketball champions. They beat the North Carolina Tar Heels last night, completing their biggest comeback in championship history after being down 16 points in the first half. Both teams are fighting to win in the final minutes, but Kansas scored last. It put them up by 3 by the final buzzer. This is the team's 4th title, final score 72-69.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Paloma Pimentel.
And I'm Zitlali Solache.